This last year I did about 30,000 pull-ups right here on this guy, my old faithful pull-up bar with some dip rings attached to it. And I grew a lot physically, but it was the mental and like almost spiritual difference that really surprised me. I know a lot of people are always thinking about doing pull-ups, or actually maybe not a lot of people, but some people are thinking about doing pull-ups and they're always curious. I remember when I was looking up pull-up videos, I was wanting to know people's experiences and what happened. So let me tell you exactly what happened to me over this last year. I did 100 pull-ups every day. I didn't really build up to it, so it caused a lot of pain. I had to very quickly start using like protein and creatine just to like get the reserves of energy up in my body. It was kind of crazy. So I discovered I have muscles in different parts of my body I did not know existed. Like, for example, right under here, there's something called lats. That's like not quite your abs, not quite your pecs, but those things began to grow, and I got like this V-shaped taper in my body. And one thing that really surprised me is like my abs started to hurt a lot as I started, because I guess doing pull-ups is an ab exercise. So that was something new. And then my elbows started to hurt quite a bit, and I think I was like destroying my ligaments and my joints. I'm not a physical expert, but I think that's what was going on. So as that pain developed, I kind of just like pushed through it more and more until I thought I do not want to destroy myself for this challenge, because I decided I was going to do 100 pull-ups every day until I turned 40, turning 40 this summer. And so I didn't destroy all of my ligaments. What I did was I started to rotate like hand positions. So I would grab here for a neutral grip, and then I would grab like this overhand for like a pull up. And then I would go underhand. I'm forgetting all the terms, but supine comes to mind. But I would do overhand pull ups, underhand, and then a neutral grip. And then if I rotated that way for every 10 pull ups, I found myself not feeling the pain or the ligaments tearing. So anyways, those are some of the physical things that happened to me. I think I gained about 10 pounds of muscle, and my body fat percentage went lower. My abs began to change. My biceps began to change. My forearms got considerably bigger, and the lats, oh sweet lats. So shirts began to fit a little bit differently. It was kind of crazy, but I was surprised by some of the other things that happened to me. It was like doing that discipline was a nice little dopamine break in my day. So oftentimes when I'm working, I work from home most of the time, writing sermons and things like that, I would want to go to social media for a dopamine hit. But I found just going to the pull-up bar, I'd hang this up in my daughter's room. I would just go to that room and start doing pull-ups. It was in the hallway, so it was always in the way, which made it really convenient for me. Going outside wasn't convenient. Going to the gym wasn't convenient. But having it in the hallway, while it was annoying for the rest of my family, it was convenient to me. So I would just like go do it. And it was like a dopamine hit. It helped distract me. It gave me a little break from my work, so then I could just continue with my work. And so that was kind of cool. Another surprising thing is that my family got involved. Kids started doing pull-ups with me. My daughter and son liked to hang on my legs while I did pull-ups, so it became, I guess, weighted pull-ups. That was quite painful, and that may have contributed to the tearing, but I pressed on nonetheless. But it became kind of a hobby. Like my daughter likes the pull-up bar in her room now, and she swings from these dips as well. One of the reasons I put these dip rings in is because I kind of wanted to balance the exercise, because like pretty much the only exercise I was doing in my life was doing the 100 pull-ups a day, and then I would do 100 dips with these rings, which are kind of hard because they're not stable. And then also I would do 100 body squats in my yard barefoot, so I was also grounding, trying all the weird things. And I felt like that kind of gave me a balanced approach, so it wasn't like just skipping leg day, but I was getting legs and arms and lats. And so my kids started doing it and swinging and hanging and became a joy. Started to invite my friends to do it. And so at my church, about 10 people started a text group with me, and we would update each other on trying to do 100 pull-ups a day. And it was kind of crazy because most people can't do more than, a couple pull-ups, at least in my experience. But here, a community of men and women were doing pull-ups and encouraging each other and starting to break barriers and boundaries that they didn't think it was possible. Shout out to you, Amy Carlson, for doing 6 pull-ups now in a row, from not being able to do any pull-ups, using bands to get to your first pull-up to now doing 6. It was kind of cool to see this community all around a joint adventure and all of that. And so, I love doing challenges in my life. If you know me on a personal level, and maybe through this YouTube, you'll find out that about every 3 to 4 months, I'm doing a new challenge. So after I did 30,000 pull-ups in that last year, I've decreased quite a bit. I'm doing 30 now. And that's primarily because I picked up golfing. I'll talk about that later. And I just felt like I'm going to tear something in my body. I'm swinging this golf club and I'm doing pull-ups. This can't be healthy for me, but I like to have challenges in my life. It gives me something to focus on. As a pastor, I don't always see tangible results. So when I do something physical like pull-ups or whatever, I'm getting better. I had a goal. I'm going to accomplish it. And so I don't know if this is great advice, but something that has helped me stay motivated in life is always having some sort of tangible goal where I can see results. It makes me feel like I'm moving forward, and it makes me feel like I have something interesting in my life to talk about. And it is a healthy distraction when I just need a break from the work that I'm doing. It helps me feel a sense of accomplishment. It feels like I'm moving forward and I'm getting better, and I'm not choosing something that is destructive, but it's actually helping me. So if you're thinking about doing pull-ups, I think you could do 100 pull-ups. If you can do 3 pull-ups right now, I really believe you can do 100 pull-ups. You're not going to be able to do 100 in a row. I still can't do 100 in a row. But if you do 3 pull-ups a bunch of times spread out throughout the day, I totally think it's possible to accomplish this goal. So let me know. Have you ever tried doing pull-ups? What's the most you can do? What's the longest you've done it in a row? People told me if I did it every day, my muscles wouldn't heal properly, but they healed. Look at my body now. I'm just kidding. But you think this body came naturally? It didn't. We had to work hard for it. So anyways, if you're into pull-ups, tell me about your pull-up experience in the comments below, and hit subscribe if you want to hear about more adventures like this. All right. Well, see you next time. Bye.